Against Grand Rapids in the red. Opening tip to the Knicks. At 7-2, matching the 7-2 mark by Austin for the best in the D-League. BACHYNSKI draws the...
He hurt Westchester last time as he grabbed 14 rebounds in that game.
So Jordan BACHYNSKI at the line to shoot 2. He has really expanded his offensive game. Over the summer, scouts and executives said, we need to see more of you from 15 feet, which also happens to be the distance.
Steals per game to go along with 5 assists.
5 on the timer. It's bounced to Ebanks. Now to Thompson on the mismatch with Fredette. It's cleared by Antetokounmpo for the Knicks. Transition 3, Marshall started off the season on a good shooting streak. He's been cold the last 10 days. Baseline, Thompson against BACHYNSKI. A 1-0 start as Thompson splits a pair of free throws for Grand Rapids. Lost 102-90 just 10 days ago here in the Westchester County Center, but the drive with a much different roster look that we'll get into. BACHYNSKI turning baseline, no, too strong. Marshall blows the follow. Nice fake for Cam Holsey. He makes it 3-0 in the spot start for Grand Rapids.
And the drive early on, challenging the big fellow BACHYNSKI inside.
A bounce to Fredette. Watch there by Thompson. Entry pass inside Marshall, and this time he makes the layup.
You mentioned a new look for Grand Rapids, Dave. They now have the veteran Dante Jones on their roster. He wasn't here last meeting 10 days ago. Interesting guy. Spent a lot of time in the NBA, of course.
Brown off the curl inside. Holsey going against BACHYNSKI. Gets his own miss. Misses again. Holsey gets it back for the follow a third time at the rim. It's
and handling the ball quite a bit as well.
Backside!
Brown fires it. First attempt for Jones from the outside. Tap to BACHYNSKI. Pull up, Trice is good. Loves that shot.
He does indeed, and most importantly, he's shown he can hit that shot. Normally he gets off to a slow start in the games we've seen, but not so tonight.
Knicks to within 1. 5-4 the lead for Grand Rapids. Holsey banks it in.
Per game.
He's a player with NBA experience. 63 games with the LA Lakers. Fredette leaves it for BACHYNSKI, and he got too far underneath the basket, stepping on the baseline.
Yeah, good idea by Jimmer trying to dump off, but the timing just not there that time.
So after the road trip with back-to-back games, Friday and Saturday, the Knicks returning to Westchester with a couple of days off. You want your player to attack the rim. And with Trice, it's okay if he stops at 18 feet. He's earned that right. Beautiful look inside. BACHYNSKI missed 15-10 in this quarter after trailing 23-21 after the first. Into BACHYNSKI. Lefty hook, no good. Rebound collected by Brandon Dawson, the Michigan State product. Both him and Travis Trice, former teammates for who is now the #1 college basketball team in the country. Inside, Holsey no good. A rare miss by Cam in this first half.
You look at Grand Rapids scoring so far, their big guns have been held way down. Ebanks only 2 points, Brown only 4, Boatwright just 4.
Off the nice spin, Lorenzo Brown cuts the game to just a 1-point difference. Trice, a former Spartan, Tom Izzo's club, #1 in the rankings. He thought in the preseason that this year's club could be better than last year's Final Four squad, and he hits again in the mid-range.
Of course, if you play 4 years for Tom Izzo at MSU, you will likely go to the Final Four at some point.
Dawson gets it back from Antetokounmpo, sets up Holsey perfectly for a dunk.
Brandon Dawson, beautiful pass that time.
Clear out for BACHYNSKI. Spins into Holsey and slapped. BACHYNSKI with early foul trouble has returned.
6'10", 245 out of the lineup tonight for Grand Rapids. A guy Sims averaging 14 points, 8 boards, a big presence inside. He and BACHYNSKI really went at it.
It's a great matchup last week.
Yeah, physically kind of similar type players. And you get another look at Jordan trying to exercise his presence in the paint.
Three-point lead for Westchester. 4:15 to go, second quarter. Thompson straight away drains a three.
And you spoke with assistant coach Kobe Carl as well. We'll hear that at halftime.
Fredette missed in the paint. Brown without numbers. Something you'll always see in the D-League. Good pace off of every miss. The rebound by Dawson. Brown tracked it down. Now it's Dawson in the paint. Little fall away, no good. On assignment from the LA Clippers.
Sorry, Dave. 9th offensive rebound for Grand Rapids in this first half. It's a high number.
Knicks can break the tie on this possession. BACHYNSKI face up, no good. Holsey another rebound, marching his way to a first half double-double. And a traveling violation called against Dawson.
This season of the NBA draft and then traded to LA.
Because the LA Clippers don't have a direct affiliate, he is basically made available to all 19 teams, and there's a certain system to determine where he ends up. BACHYNSKI with the left hand misses the bunny. Barlow full steam ahead. Hit out of bounds by Westchester. Begins the third quarter, and the Knicks counter with their starting five. Fredette, Trice, Antetokounmpo, Marshall, along with BACHYNSKI. And Fredette has just his second field goal of the contest, pulling Westchester to within one.
Going with the high arcing shot was Jimmer that time.
A lot of dribbling there for Sam Thompson. Blocked by Antetokounmpo. Straight down to Holsey with 1 second on the timer.
Smith, who putting half for having not the right amount of men on the floor, but instead of too many, he had not enough, only 4. Don't see that too often.
Fredette, double teams, dribbles away from it. 4 to shoot, Trice lobs up. BACHYNSKI, soft touch.
So we talked about BACHYNSKI with no field goals. He remedies that very quickly.
A mid-air redirection for 2. Offensive foul. BACHYNSKI had a great conversation with Jordan the other day after practice. A very thoughtful and articulate player. He welcomed his second child into this world about a couple weeks ago. Praised his wife for keeping everything together. I'm away from his newborn, and he admitted that it was a couple of difficult days. Antetokounmpo follows up the miss by Marshall. Or was it a pass at the rim from Sean?
Well, in any event, doing it on both ends. Getting the bucket there was TA after his block on the other end.
Great start for Westchester. Jones knifes through, going to the line for 2 free throws from our perspective. Antetokounmpo, bad spacing with BACHYNSKI. BACHYNSKI spins and a blocking foul. Jordan was out of control, but he draws the whisper.
Dave, we saw a guy hit a basket, get fouled, and here's Trice missing for three. On to Tecumpo trying to put it back, and does. And Westchester goes up 4. But the ruling was that while there would have been continuation, the guy after making the basket traveled, and so they didn't give him the continuation.
They gave him the continuation. They didn't give him a made free throw.
It gave him the other, but it was something we had never seen before.
Yeah, it was odd. It was the idea that he was fouled in the act of shooting, but he made the basket only through an illegal act, so they couldn't count it. It was bizarre.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we're courtside, so we're able to have some chats with the officials during the breaks.
So it was a made basket, but they said that after being fouled, or before making the basket, he traveled, so they couldn't give him that call.
Nice step back, Lorenzo Brown for Fort Wayne, hitting a buzzer-beating game winner. Brown hangs in the air. BACHYNSKI called.
Way to make a living.
I think it's impressive from Jones's standpoint, doing it as a 6'6" forward. Trice on the baseline, wrapped it around to Marshall. Fall away is no good. Outlet to Brown. Bounce pass. Thompson high flying to the rim. Down for Sam Thompson out of Ohio State. Lorenzo Brown, beautiful bounce pass on the cut.
Holsey now with 13 and Thompson now with 11 for Grand Rapids, and so they're both well above their norm.
It's bound to happen with so many players playing below their standards. Whipped inside, BACHYNSKI wrestles it away off the back of the iron. Here comes Brandon Dawson. Ford leans in and scores. What do they say? Go into the body of a shot blocker to neutralize him? BACHYNSKI called for the travel. Changes on this evening's game.
Returning for the Knicks, number 34,
Trice on the step back. Yes, sir. Tied up at 86.
Travis's first bucket in a while. He now has 15. Had the big first half shooting. The bench nearly outscoring the starters tonight for Westchester.
Every single Westchester starter with a negative plus-minus. Devin Ebanks muscles his way for 2, and the lead back to the drive.
And they're starting to score inside too easily here late in this game.
BACHYNSKI forces it inside. The turnover to the Brown run out. Dawson trails, stripped.
Right here. And indeed, Jim are able to reach in.
Ebanks, long rebound down to Trice. High stepping his way over midcourt. Long 2, Marshall, wide right. Just out of rhythm tonight for Sean Marshall. 2-point lead, Grand Rapids. 5:30 to go in the fourth. 9 ties, 10 lead changes. Back and forth game. Jones in the corner. Swish.
Well, the veteran doing
91-89. First three-pointer for Jimmer tonight. In a poor shooting evening. Ebanks caught it on the run. Shouldered his way inside. Burdette stole it away from Dawson.
I would expect Jimmer to start going crazy here.
3 off the front of the rim. Trying to give Westchester the lead and have this county center crowd explode. They were ready. 4.25 minutes to go. Brown challenges on Tecumpo. Offensive rebound, Ebanks. Miss. And a reset for Grand Rapids. Brown off the screen, throws it back, Ebanks. And a foul.